Hare Krishna Dand Pranam to all listeners. Namamrit 26/10/2025. Effects of extra.
प्रभु जी उन्होंने वो अनाउंस तो नहीं किया अभी.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Aksara Gaura Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada quote, followed by Srila Prabhupada Leelamrit, and thereafter he will recite the slokas.
I'll recite the shlokas, Prabhu ji.
Later, Her Grace Devakirti Mataji will be reciting the Damodar Ashtaka. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, kindly unmute and read.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam.
Should I start reading, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. His Holiness Bhakti Asra Vaishnava Swami Maharaj ki Jai. His Grace Shiksha Guru Rugulas Prabhu ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrand ki Jai. Namamrita. Effects of the ecstatic chanting of the name of Krishna. I do not know how much nectar the two syllables Krishna have produced. When the holy name of Krishna is chanted, it appears to dance within the mouth. We then desire many mouths. When that name enters the holy holes of the ears, we desire many millions of years. And when the holy name dances in the courtyard of the heart, it conquers the activities of the mind, and therefore all the senses become inert. Vidagdha Madhava 1.15 by Rupa Goswami, cited in Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 11.90. Srila Prabhupada quote, 26th October. I am the seed-giving father of all living entities. It does not matter in different forms. He does not say that I am the father only of the white, not of the black. Nairobi, October 26, 1975. Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita, 1938. He is Bombay business diminishing. Abhay, now 42, moved back to Calcutta with his wife and family and rented a house at 6 Sita Kanta Banerjee Lane. The street was but a narrow lane, lined on the either side of the three-story houses. His office was on the first floor, facing the street. The family lived upstairs. He rented the adjoining building, number 7, and on the first floor operated a small chemical laboratory manufacturing distilled water, days pale liniment, humal tonic, alpha and injection for boils, and various other medicines. He also utilized small outstanding in the rear as a part of his lab. Out front, he hung a large signboard, Abhay Charan Day and Sons, displaying picture of the modest Abhay Charan. Sometimes he would employ 2 or 3 servants to assist him, but mostly he worked alone. and he would deliver his glass jugs of distilled waters to agents such as Bengal Company and Gluconet. He printed a brochure advertising day's pain liniment, good for relieving gout, rheumatism, and all pains. And if one wanted to be free of recurring diseases like rheumatism and gout, Abhay's brochure directed that in addition to using day's pain liniment, one refrain from alcohol and all sorts of drinking or intoxicating habits, and food and drink should be very simple and innocent such as vegetables and milk. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita 14.2. Idam jnanam sritya mama sadamyam magata sargepi no nopajayante pralayena vyatinta cha. Translation. By becoming fixed in this knowledge, one can attain to the transcendental nature like my own. Thus established, one is not born at the time of creation or disturbed at the time of dissolution. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.13.4. Swadharmasilai Purushair Bhagavan Yajna Purushaha Ijayamano Bhakti Mata Narada Naradena Ritah Kila. While while Prechatas were executing religious rituals and sacrificial ceremonies and thus worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead for his satisfaction, the great sage Narada described the transcendental qualities of Dhruva Maharaj. See, Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 5.18. विप्रबाले तुम्ही मोरा बहु सेवा कैला सहाय हाना मोरा तीर्थ करैला. Translation. The older man told the younger, "You have rendered various types of services to me. You have assisted me in traveling to all these places of pilgrimage." Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandvat Pranam to all. ओम ज्ञानम तिमिरद्याक्ष ज्ञानम जनशलाकय चक्षुर उन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदम मह्यं ददाति स्वपदन्तिकम्. जगतगुरु शील प्रभुपाद की जैसे श्री गौर निताय की जैसे राधा रस बिहारी भगवान की जैसे किलरिदास गिरिराज गोवर्धन भगवान शालिग्राम शीला के सीताराम लक्ष्मण भक्तन राम दरबार की जय. संवेद भक्त वृंद की जय. हरे कृष्णा, दंडवत प्रणाम टू ऑल. सभी भक्तों का स्वागत है आज की अमृतवाणी में. आज दिनांक 26/10/2025 है और इसमें विदग्ध माधवा 1.15 बाय रूप गोस्वामी के द्वारा इफेक्ट्स ऑफ एकस्टिक चैंटिंग ऑफ द नेम ऑफ कृष्णा के बारे में हम कुछ जानने की कोशिश करेंगे. विदग्ध माधवा ये है. The word Vidagdha means masterful or resourceful, while Madhava refers to Krishna, where he is depicted in a portrait Hence, the translations of the title Vidagdha Madhva is a portrait of Lord Sri Krishna, where Sri is an honorific indicative of grandeur. A portrait of Lord Sri Krishna was written in 1532 in India, just prior to colonial rule. A portrait of Lord Sri Krishna is actually Rupa Goswami's dramatizations of 12th century poet Jayadev's Gita Govinda. It is exceptional in the way of the chief hero of the timeless sacred books of India, the incarnation of all pervading Lord Vishnu, the causes of all causes, and an original person is presented to us on the stage of close and personal. The work conforms to the standard structure of Sanskrit drama, a flourishing genre in medieval and early modern India, and along with its counterpart, Lalita Madhava, its impact was to usher in a renaissance of interest in the ancient Krishna legend and put him center stage for worship, as it were. Rupa Goswami himself, erudite, multilingual, and royal heritage, had been commanded to work as chief minister for the Sultan of Bengal. But when he met Sri Chaitanya, the luminary who spearheaded the luminary he is Sultan of Bengal. But when he met Sri Chaitanya, the luminary who spearheaded the great 16th century revival of Radha Krishna worship, he managed to disengage himself from government work and became dedicated to demonstrate the primacy of Krishna worship as proscribed in the Vedas, the historical and philosophical holy books of India. His scholarly credentials are all well credited, and he was popularly regarded as a great mystic. He gave up all personal possessions and encouraged others to devote themselves to Radha and Krishna, and was said to have been imbued with the exquisite but unbearable sense of Krishna's absence. Somehow conjugated, considering the length of Vidagdha Madhva, that the acts may have been staged separately on consecutive evenings, perhaps during gathering that would have occurred during festivals. In any case, Bharat Muni's executive first century CE handbook to dramaturgy or Natya Shastra bears testimony to how developed the culture of stagecraft was even in ancient India. There can be no questions that the play's prime purpose was for something other than being enacted on stage. The idea that Rupa Goswami's Vidagdha Madhava, indeed any Sanskrit Hindu drama, was written just to read or as an anthology of poetry is ludicrous in view how precisely they are correspond with the entire oriented Natya Shastra directives. In my opinion, that notion might come from the sort of culture snobbery endemic in Victorian times, and Mr. Mr. Brooklewood mocked Jane Eyre, inferring how wicked the little girl was. The child is worse than many a little heathen who says its prayers to Brahma and kneels before Juggernaut. It would not do ascribe much credit to heathens you deemed inferior. And if it so happens something they produce is manifest sophisticated, it might be particularly incorrect. Other possible reasons Sanskrit Hindi drama are considered by some to not be performance worthy. Lack of familiarity with Sanskrit literary convention, getting too serious about the common usage in Sanskrit of elaborate book stocks, metaphors that actually have comparatively short English grammar, a deficiency in the right contextual understanding of Indian belief system and philosophy, which is possible where Arjunas comes in. Last but the no means least, not having access to an 1899 Monier Williams Sanskrit English Dictionary. This was the words taken from the Vidagdha Madhava by Rupa Goswami, text 1.15, it is a drama of 18 acts. This is the first act of the drama, which is played by Radha Krishna. And the name is a Vidagda Madhava. Next property. Nairobi, October 26, 1975. Prabhupada Prabhupada like to say that I am the seeds-giving father of all living entities. It does not matter in different forms. He does not say that I am the father only of white, not of the black. While with this reference to the quote, Prabhupada enlightened here that one moment. Yes, Prabhupada says, so the news was there that Jesus Christ, after crucifying, he was alive and he went to a side, not so near, and he went to Kashmir. So by the yogic process in Samadhi, one can remain alive, although superficially he is seen that he is killed. That is possible. Hiranyakashipu did that. He was undergoing tapasya for 100 years of the demigods. Their duration of time is our 6 months, their 1 day. So such a long time he was undergoing austerity, penance, and thus he became perfect. So his body was practically finished by the earthworm, what is called moths and ants. This is the conversation between Brahmananda and Prabhupada. Brahmananda said because he was standing still, Prabhupada says, yes, for so many years, everything was eaten. Only on the horns of were there. Brahmananda says, so he appeared to be a dead, but he was not. Prabhupada says, no, he was not dead. He is living on horns, bones, where there means life is not dependent on this material body. One can practice this by yoga. Without this body, he can live. Just like ghost, that is possible. Brahmanand says, yes, the yogis are able to stop their breathing. Prabhupada says, yes. Brahmanand says, and stop their heart beating, and still they are not dead. Prabhupada says, yes, this is perfection of Ashtanga Yoga Samadhi. To remain in trance, break. Yes, actually he was not dead. Savanya, he never died. Prabhupada says, yes, he practiced yoga from India. For 12 years he was there. Brahmananda says, in India, so is that a fact that he went to India? Prabhupada says, oh yes, otherwise how he came to Kashmir? He knew, and when he was in India, his mother died. That Aquarian gospel, father and mother died. Brahmananda, in the books that Hamsaduta published of the Christos and Krishna, these things are, Prabhupada says, yes, it is an Aquarian gospel break. Dr. Wolf has said that he cannot accept from Krishna to Krishna. Then, by that word, he has proved himself another rascal because he does not know the Sanskrit way of philology. Sanskrit, there are vargas, kavarga, chavarga, tavarga, pavarga, 5 vargas. So Krishna is in the tavarga, the, na. So Krishna, it can be replaced by a thus also. He does not know that this rascal, that is the difficulty. This Western rascal's little knowledge They think very good scholar. That is the difficulty. He is very proud because he has got the decorated title. So he thinks that he has conquered all over the world. Sapari, Jala, Matrena, Pura. You will find some fish, a small little water, making his big noise. And a big fish, they will remain in the middle. What whale fish? And a small fish makes noise. Sapari, Puria. So he is a small fish. He is thinking that he knows everything. What does he know about these five vargas? Does he know anything? Ka varga, cha varga, ta varga. So ta varga means ta, tha, da, dha, na. So the nas is there. So it can be replaced by ta. Harikesha, I think he was also the same one who was saying the Aquarian gospel was just somebody's dream. Prabhupada says, but you are also dreaming. Why do you claim that your dream is all right? His dream is wrong. Dreaming is wrong. If his dream is wrong, you are also dreaming. You are also wrong. Why do you claim that your dream is all right? That is nonsense. Everyone thinks that he is the right and everyone is wrong. We do not think that like that. We take the words of the authority. That's all. Or we have no respect. This is our program. That is the way of parampara, not only by accept, but our previous acharya, all the big acharyas, they have accepted. Sukadeva Goswami said he is acharya. Vyasadeva says from the very beginning. Krishna says that's all right. We take these authorities. We do not dream. That is not our process. Dream. Your dream or my dream. This is called rascal. Dream is dream. Why do you think that our dream is right and my dream is wrong? That is why they were always breaking with one another. Prabhupada says there is no standard idea. I dream some way, you dream some way. That's all. What is this? Chavanya says seaweed. It looks like a sponge. That is their defect. If my dream is wrong, why your dream should be right? That they did not conceive of that my dream is right. And if says that your dream is also wrong, yes, I do not dream. I think I take the facts from the authority. We do not dream. Dream is dream, either yours or mine. It does not matter. Hare Krishna. Next.
Hare Krishna.